Holcomb.
And I'm Caleb Nolan.
And this is What the Podcast.
Today, we have our very second recurring guest, Emma Buskirk.
Hi, I'm Emma. I've been on here before, so I'm not going to introduce myself a lot, but I'm friends with them, so...
She's friends with us.
Yeah, I'm friends with them, so that's why I'm on here again.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I guess it's time for our very first segment of the episode, Fit Check. Since you're our guest, you go
do
first.
the honors.
Yes. I will do my fit check right now.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So, this shirt, I don't know what it says, but I thrifted it from City Thrift, maybe? Soul Blues, with a little sign on it. I have my Nike shorts. I have my Nike shorts on right now. And then I have these socks from American Eagle, and they have little flowers on them. And then my platform black Converse. And that is all for my fit check.
Beautiful. It's great.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
Emma.
Do you have any bracelets or necklaces you need to go over?
I do have this Pandora ring that is actually my sister's that I stole that her ex-boyfriend gave her. But I took it because
It has
she
a history.
didn't need to be reminded of it. So
Sorry. It was a noble, selfless act.
You did her a favor.
It needed to be taken. So I took it. And then this necklace is from Earthbound. But yeah, that's all.
Nice.
Thank you.
I guess it's my turn.
All right.
So, my basic fit, I wear this so many times. I just got off work, so I always wear jeans. I have my Beatles shirt. Very nice. I guess I'll start with my necklaces. Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cross necklace.
Bruh.
Yeah, the
The
bruh
bruh
necklace. And then Beatles shirt, of course. I have this cool bracelet. It's cool. I got it Easter egg hunting. Then I have these pants with a dress belt because my other belt is like broken. I tried to do another hole in it because
Oh, yeah.
I do that.
and I just sliced it almost in two.
That sucks.
So I'm gonna get it fixed.
Yeah, you should get a new belt.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a new belt. But I have these pants and the shoes that are very ugly, but Nike socks.
Dirty Nikes.
Yeah, the yard shoes. Anyway,
Right.
so I'll pass
Very
it.
good-
I'll
very good
pass the
fit.
torch to you.
My turn. I've got
Oh wow,
the tie-dye Tallahatchie Gourmet shirt.
which actually is my shirt.
Yeah, it's his, but he didn't like it, and I really liked it.
I
so
hate
took
tie
it.
dye. It's an
I
abomination.
love tie-dye. I rock tie-dye. I don't care.
He does.
And then I've got just these basic blue gym shorts. And I'm wearing the Reebok socks and the white New Balance shoes that are very dirty. So they're not. They're white and brown. And that is
Nice.
my entire fit.
Very good. Very good fit.
Beautiful.
little
Do you
bit
have
more
any
basic.
accessories, or you just?
Do my hangnails count?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
Tell us where you got them.
I got them from chewing my nails.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
interesting. Anyways, so I guess now's the main segment of the night.
I have a question for you.
Okay. What is it?
What's your most embarrassing moment?
See, this is the thing with embarrassing moments. Like, I block them out, and so
That's very
like
fair.
because they're so traumatic. Because
Yeah.
I hate. I'm very easily embarrassed, but like I hate whenever it happens.
Okay, well, I'll start off with mine then.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe
So
it'll
my
drop.
most embarrassing moment was just now when me and Caleb talked and agreed to start incorporating claps into the podcast, and then I clapped and he didn't, and he just looked at me. That was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, I was
I'm
kind of
very
wondering
sorry.
what the thought process.
It just
was
kind
for
of
that
took
one.
me by surprise, and I just kind of stared at him.
No, okay, my actual most embarrassing moment. I was on a charter bus driving to New York. This was when I was like 8, maybe. I don't know. It was like 3rd, 5th grade. I was about 10. Anyway, the
He's
bus.
younger than he is now.
So the bus had a bathroom in the back of it,
Oh no.
and I sat in the very front. I had to go really bad, so I walked back there, and I could not, for the life of me, get the door to lock. I could not get it to lock. So I was just like, okay, I'm just going to have to hope everyone saw me walking back, and so no one will try to open the door. So I'm standing at the toilet peeing, and the bus driver slams on his brakes, and the door flies open. And this was when I was little, so my pants were all the way down at my ankles.
Of course.
And my booty cheeks and my balls were shown to everyone in the bus. That's definitely my most embarrassing moment.
Yeah, that should be.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay. So I guess it's my turn, unfortunately. So I guess I have a few. I'm not as easily embarrassed as I used to be, but I still be getting embarrassed sometimes, as we all do. So I guess the most embarrassing is when I have a good one. So I was in history class in like 7th grade. So my voice was naturally starting to get deeper, and it just so happened that I raised my hand to answer a question out loud, and I naturally say before I answer a question, and I said and the entire class laughed, and I actually wanted to die. It was not enjoyable.
I have quite a few voice crack memories from
I
back in
have.
my day.
I was at a baseball game once. I was at Seattle. I was in Seattle watching
The
Detroit Mariners and the Tigers play.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like screaming like, "Woo, go, go!" And like, it just like, it was so high pitched, and everyone just kind of looked at me. And then I haven't been back to Seattle, if that says anything.
Okay. Before I was in college, this is to go on with the sports. Before I was in college, I was an Ole Miss fan. And I was in an Ole Miss football game. And I swear to you, Roger Wicker, like our U.S. Senator, was sitting in the seat in front of me. And I did not know that. And I was screaming and acting a massive fool. And then he turned around and like looked at me funny. And I realized who he was. And then he got up and left. And I was screaming and yelling like a goofball about like Ole Miss or whatever. And then Roger Wicker looked at me funny and then stood up and walked away. And I never saw him again. That's...
Shout out Roger Wicker.
Ricker.
Yes. You probably don't remember that at all, but I think about it quite a lot.
Jake thinks about that every morning whenever he wakes up.
Yeah. He's sorry, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Acting a fool.
Yeah.
Just acting a fool.
That's what I was doing.
You were acting a fool. Anyways, I'll pass the torch on to you.
Thank you. Well, I mean, middle school is just a very embarrassing time in anyone's life. Like, I have a few stories from there. Not like anything major, like peeing in front of everyone on a bus.
I actually have one like that I'll touch on after.
But like, I definitely just have memories of me falling up the stairs.
Up?
Like, up. Not down.
Fell.
Up the stairs, like at least 5 times.
So you just like defied gravity.
No, like I didn't like levitate up the stairs.
You fell and you just
like
started rolling upwards.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. But
wow,
like,
that's not really embarrassing. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah,
do it now.
Oh well, there's no stairs here. But like it was every morning from whenever we'd have our morning assembly pep rally. Just dumb. We don't need to. And we would walk up the stairs, and I would just fall. Like,
was this multiple times?
Yes. Like, it was horrible. Just in front of everyone. I also, like, I have a memory of me just being, like, dumb. Like, okay, the first time I got left home alone, I had, like, this really irrational fear of, like, my house getting broken into. Which isn't, like, super irrational. But, like, my mom would make me watch the ID channel with her every night. So, like, that's why. And I remember this one episode. It looked like my neighbor at the time like on the TV, breaking into someone's house whenever this girl was in there. And I was like, that's gonna happen to me. And so my sister went to her friend's house, which was only like 4 minutes away. And I was at the house by myself. And I thought I heard a noise. And there just wasn't one, but I thought I heard one. And I locked myself in my dad's bedroom, knocked his window lining out, and jumped out the window.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that was nice.
That was really good.
Carried that tune.
That was one of my embarrassing moments.
Yeah, that's probably up there now.
But like, that was just me being like dumb. But I guess I could get embarrassed about that.
I mean, it's
because my sister came home and she was like, "What are you doing?"
It's
and I was
not
like
like
crouched in a bush.
super irrational to get freaked out about stuff. I still get freaked out about stuff like
I do
that.
too.
I do too. I don't like staying at the house by myself. And
I love
I'm an
staying
adult.
at the house by myself.
Me too.
I will say that.
I
It's
like
nice.
it during the day, but then at night I get super paranoid about everything.
I do too.
Just because, like, I can't be in every room at my house at one time to see if anything's happening.
You just need, like, you know, like on the cartoons, what was it? Kid Next Door.
Wait,
Yeah, where he has
the spy?
Well, I'm thinking about Dexter's Lab, where he like goes down and he
The
has
Kid
all
Next
these
Door.
monitors, and it's just like in every room of his house. I think maybe I'm making that up,
No, you're thinking of
but like
Dexter's Lab.
that's what you need in your room. Anyways, we'll come back to that. My other embarrassing story is no one saw this happen, so y'all are like the first people I'm telling. And of course I'm telling whoever watches this. If you know me, my sneezes are very powerful. And
The
I
ground
was
shakes.
yeah, literally. So I woke up one morning as usual, and I went to the bathroom to pee pee, and I sneezed as I was pee peeing, and next thing I know, there is pee pee not in the toilet. Pee pee is all over the walls and floor.
Oh.
And so I had to spend probably like 10 or 15 minutes cleaning up pee pee all over the floor and walls.
Oh.
So
I was expecting you to be like, oh yeah, I got on the floor and...
I
no,
wasn't expecting. How old were you?
old enough.
Caleb, when was this?
This was like last week. No, I think
This was yesterday.
it was probably like 13. I don't know. Old enough to be able to control myself when I sneeze,
Yeah.
but still, like even like when I'm driving and I sneeze, I'll swerve. It's that bad.
Okay, sorry about the technical difficulties.
We
They
had
weren't
some.
technical at all, but
Yeah, they were not very technical. That y'all didn't see what
Someone
happened.
broke in.
if you watch our
Yeah.
blooper reel that we're gonna release
Soon.
eventually,
It'll be soon,
then you'll know.
which will be very funny,
Yes.
and we hope y'all enjoy because
Anyway,
we have plenty of them.
back to embarrassing moments. I'm gonna tell y'all, hands down, the most embarrassing story. Hands down, everybody.
Hands down.
Hands down for this
Everybody,
story.
hands down.
This is the most embarrassing story of my life.
Get close. Get close. Gather around. Gather around.
Everyone, come into the mic. So,
That's disgusting.
Dude, you do not need to do that.
man. Okay. So, I'm not gonna say how old I was because it's embarrassing how old I was. I'm old
15.
enough to have known better than to let myself have this happen. But
It was
Yesterday.
probably 15.
when I was a kid, I did not get very much attention from girls. So,
Loser.
yeah, I was a loser when I was a kid. But, so whenever I did get attention, rarely from girls, it made me do things that I would not have normally done. So, anyway, this girl invites me. We were talking at the time, and she invites me to her birthday party. So, her birthday party is at a Mexican restaurant. I know exactly what this is. This is terrible. And anyway, so we're all at this restaurant eating, and then
Wait, I think I know.
well, the audience is gonna find out for the first time. So we're all at this restaurant eating, and the food is just lovely. And I really do not feel like standing up. But I get a really big urge to use the bathroom.
Number 2.
And eventually it became less that I didn't want to stand up and more I really did not want to go in there because I knew that it was going to be wet and it was going to be one of those where I was going to be wiping for like 30 minutes because it just would have been endless. So I was just trying to hold it until I got home. Hands down. So I was just trying to hold it until I got home. And I thought I could. And then
He couldn't.
He thought.
So we're all sitting. So we get up to leave, and I'm fine. And we all go to sit down on this bench outside the restaurant. And this girl says, "Hey, we're all gonna go ride around. Do you want to come?" And I go, "Sure. Just let me call my mom and ask if that's okay with her." And then as soon as I say that, my butthole explodes. Thankfully, I don't know what came over me, but I guess the Lord was just looking out for me that night.
He spared you.
I went into my closet and put on lined jeans. So I was wearing lined pants, so no one knew. But it was one of those things where it happened, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, come pick me up." And I think that she heard me telling my mom to come pick me up after I told her that I would ask if I could ride around with them, because she ghosted me after that night. So, anyway.
Maybe she'll hear this and like know the real story.
I really, really hope she doesn't listen to What the Podcast. I really, really hope.
Shout out Mystery Girl. We really hope you watch this.
Yeah, we really hope you learn the truth.
They do. I do not.
She deserves to know the truth. Or does she?
Nah.
She doesn't? Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, so...
That kind of reminds me of like me in elementary school. Not me like doing that.
Oh!
No. Just me like intentionally acting different around like little boys. Because I was a horny little elementary schooler.
Oh yeah. We've been there.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. Speaking
of horny little elementary schooler. So I was a player in kindergarten. Right? That's not going where you think it's going.
Ooh.
I was a player in kindergarten. So I used to like get my first kiss was in kindergarten.
Same.
So anyway, I used to have this little girlfriend when I was in kindergarten, and I don't know what came over me this day, but we were underneath the swing set, and we were like doing like kindergarten version of making out, which is just like pecking each other's cheek over and over. And something came over me after she like gave me a kiss on the cheek, and I just looked at her, and I didn't say anything, and I stood up, and I walked to the teacher, and I said, "This girl kissed me." And she got in trouble. I don't know what came over me when I decided that I was just gonna...
You blocked yourself.
If anyone ever did that to me, I would never talk to them again.
Yeah, well, she moved schools, so...
That's probably
why.
That's why.
I'm glad she did. Thank you for moving away from this monster.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're watching this.
Shout out Mystery Girl number 2.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve
My
better.
apologies. Yeah.
You need to learn the truth.
Yeah. So my other embarrassing story.
I kind of took over with the embarrassing stories. I'm sorry.
You're good. I was going through Crave drive-through. This was pretty recent. And this is back where I had very crippling social anxiety. So, went up to the window. Shout out Crave. Y'all make pretty decent coffee.
Yeah, pretty.
Sometimes.
Oreo fraps are really
Decent. Depends who's working.
good. Yeah.
Juan.
Shout out.
to Juan.
Shout out
Yeah,
Juan.
shout out Juan. So I pulled up to the window, and they're like, "Hey, can I take your order?" And I said, "Blah blah blah, coffee." They said, "Do you want that hot or iced?" And I looked at her, and I just said, "Heist." And then I just pulled away, and she just... I didn't get my coffee. And I still think about that sometimes. It's not my proudest moment.
Heist.
I have a little minor embarrassing story about Crave, I guess. So, I was working Food Dash, and this man always orders to Myrtle, and he lives in a nursing home, so he orders to a nursing home in Myrtle, and he always gets the same thing: 3 Oreo fraps.
Oh, no, I know what this is.
So, I pull up to the Crave drive-thru window, and she recognizes me for Food Dash and hands me the Oreo fraps, and I put them in my floorboard. And as soon as I put my car into drive and press the gas pedal, they just explode everywhere onto the floorboard. And so I have to call my boss, and I'm like, "Hey, these Oreo fraps just exploded all over the floorboard."
Him saying exploded, they just tipped over.
Okay, yeah, they tipped over, but they
They
went
put a bomb in these Oreo
everywhere.
fraps.
They
They
went
blew up.
everywhere. Anyway, so I call my boss, and she laughs, and
That
then
just makes you more mad.
she is like, "Okay, come by the office. I have carpet cleaner." So I come by the office, and she cleans it for me, and then she tells Crave to remake the order. And what I would have done in that situation is I would have said, "Hey, these Oreo fraps were not made correctly." I would have just lied and pretended like it was their fault. But she apparently told them the truth, because when I pulled up to the Crave window, the girl just starts laughing at me and then says, "I got you a sturdier cup holder."
No.
And I was like, "Why didn't you just give me the sturdier one to begin with?
Yeah.
Like, if you have both." Anyway, it was very embarrassing. It wouldn't have been as embarrassing if she didn't just immediately start laughing at me when I pulled back up.
It's
But
okay. It happens.
it was a minor story. It was
Yeah,
not that-
sometimes fraps just explode.
Yeah, sometimes.
Only to you, though.
So, do you have any other embarrassing stories you would like to touch on? Because I feel like we've kind of overpowered.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot.
We
That's
are
okay.
very embarrassing people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I could go back to, like, the whole elementary school thing. Just because, like, so much.
Everyone has.
One time I threw a table at this kid when I had anger issues.
I had anger issues too.
I didn't. Y'all are weird.
Yeah.
But, I had a crush on this one boy. And my cousin had a crush on him, too. And so, like, it was very much, like, family rivalry over this one little twig. And just, like, for no reason. And then my cousin told him that I had a crush on him.
Oh no.
She was playing dirty. And then he confronted me about it.
She was a
Oh,
player.
no.
And he told people. And, like,
That's
that's not a
horrible.
big deal, but in elementary school,
No,
like,
that's a
In
big
elementary
deal.
school, it's
That's
a big deal.
big deal.
and I wanted
That's a
to
cardinal
literally
sin.
die. And he would always invite her to play on the playground with them. And he didn't invite me because he thought he had a crush on him, and I did.
Do you still talk to this cousin?
No.
Good.
But I'm still, like, friends with her, but we're not, like, friends, you know?
Don't be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm never getting over that.
Yeah, don't.
It's funny though because y'all know who the boy is.
You gotta tell us now.
I can't on the podcast. It's too embarrassing. Are you cutting it out?
Yeah, we'll cut it
No, you need to forgive her. You need to forgive her. Send her flowers. Send her a bunch of goodies. She is your.
We're definitely leaving that in.
No.
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it
out
out.
the name.
Yeah, we'll bleep
And
out
then
the
you can
name.
leave
But
the
that
rest
is
in.
that was too good.
She saved you.
She really did.
She did save you.
It's a good cousin. She knew her worth.
Thank you, cousin. But like, I remember he told his friend, who is also friends with me, and we sat at the same table, and he like asked me about it, and I was like, "No, what are you talking about? Like, what?" And he just knew, because everyone knew, and it was so embarrassing.
That is very embarrassing.
Yeah, I know, Caleb.
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, it was really embarrassing.
Not near as bad as us, but.
Yeah. No.
Anyways, I guess that's the end of. This is a very long segment.
Yeah, this is a long discussion segment.
We apologize. It's like 28 minutes into this.
I know.
We got a little carried away. We're
Yeah.
very embarrassing people, and we
are.
thoroughly apologize.
I know.
Moving on to the next segment.
News break.
News break.
Y'all go first.
Right. I'll go first.
Hang on. Whoa.
Oh.
We need to reintroduce the segment. New viewers.
New viewers, if you did not watch our last episode, that's fine because we didn't have a news break segment. But the episode before that, we had a news break segment.
Watch that episode. And
then
follow
you'll know
our
what it is.
Instagram.
But if you don't want to watch that episode, we'll tell you anyway.
Ooh.
So, we find the funniest headlines of the week, in our opinion, and we share them with you. So, this one is quite wild. Kim K says she would eat poop if it made her look younger. I don't care how old I get. I will never be that desperate to look
I
younger.
will never have
Wise words of Kim
a
K.
knife and a fork in my hand.
Ready to chow down.
Chow down on some feces.
Well, she ate her placenta. Did she not?
I
I've
would
heard
much
that-
rather eat a placenta
Yeah, I
because
would
that's
rather
more
eat a
natural than
That is
eating
natural.
poop. It's not gonna make you.
At least she cooked her placenta. I think that was her. It might be one of the other ones.
Man,
I do not
I would not
know,
put it
and
past
I'm
her, though.
perfectly
it's a
okay
very
with
wild
not knowing.
statement. The FBI could not get that out of me.
Yeah, the
Someone got that out of
Taliban-
her though.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, my second headline. California court rules that bees are fish.
Bees are not fish.
Bees are
That
not
is
fish,
false.
they are insects.
Yeah, I will tell you right now that bees are in fact not fish, and they actually fly instead of swim.
But imagine going to law school for, 6-7 years, however long law school takes, and you get through law school and you're like, yes, I passed the bar exam. I can become a judge.
But then bees are fish.
And then
You get
Your
hit
fir-
with the question,
you get hurt with
are
the question,
bees fish?
Are bees fish? And in California, bees are fish, legally.
It's a California moment.
That is a California moment. Anyway,
Boycotting California for that.
Yeah.
your turn, Caleb.
Let me find them. Okay. Mine aren't that good, but they're still pretty. They're mid. Tuna was recalled because it could contain pieces of metal.
Oh.
It's not really that funny, but
It's kind of scary.
it's
Who's
very
finding metal in their tuna?
yeah. I don't know where they got the metal from
I just don't eat tuna.
and why it was very
I really
close
don't either.
to the tuna. Yeah, we're safe. I
Yeah.
will never touch tuna.
Yeah,
It's like
But-
I'll eat it if it's there.
no, I won't.
I will not.
I will not touch
I
it.
will eat dirt.
Yeah, I
Oh.
would probably. I mean, I would eat tuna
I would-
before I would eat poop, like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cutting it close. Anyway, so if you are a tuna eater, which you should not be, beware, there could be metal in your tuna. Gorilla behaves
Just the fish.
weird. Then staff notices his hands. I
His
didn't.
hands.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. It could be a banana, or it could be a knife.
Something's in
It
his
could
hands,
be a
though.
murder gorilla.
A murder
What's
gorilla.
wrong with his hands?
So next time you go to the zoo and you look at gorilla, be careful. Make sure you look
Look at the hands.
Look at the hands.
Look at the hands.
Hands down.
Hands down. Look at the hands.
Okay, your
Okay.
turn.
Mine is first one. Mike Tyson can't sell ear-shaped cannabis gummies in Colorado.
Colorado
In case y'all needed to know, that can't be happening.
cannot be happening.
The second one is hundreds of people named Josh converge on Nebraska Park for pool noodle battle.
I've heard about that.
The Josh battle or whatever.
Did your brother attend that?
He did not.
Why did y'all know what this is?
Dude, who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't know about the Josh battle?
I found another one too. I don't know if it's like a news one. I think it's more just like an article someone wrote. But the title is, I refuse to pay for a Jubilee party. My neighbor is trying to ban me from the street.
That one's just...
On God.
Neighbors.
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Imagine you just try to get banned from the street.
Yeah, I hope my neighbor does not do that.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
Anyways, this was a very long episode, very drawn out, some very juicy detail.
Yeah.
And we hope y'all enjoyed it. And we hope you enjoyed being back on that episode.
I didn't.
Oh, well. You came on anyway, and that's what matters.
Yep, that's what matters.
Scoreboard.
Just
So,
kidding.
any
Final thoughts?
Any final thoughts? You know,
No. Just
No.
kidding. Oh, I don't know.
None from me.
None
good.
for me.
This is What the Podcast, signing out. Thank you.
Bye.